And the winner is...
And the Tony Award is awarded to...
Come get it, Hal.
It's gonna break my nails.
May I say Dankeschön, merci, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Because I've been wanting to give it to directors for years.
And all of you, thank you. It's a great honor.
I'm very, very grateful and proud.
I always wanted one of these, and I'm glad I got it.
Thank you so much.
To win, I only had a losing speech prepared.
With performances from the nominated musicals of this season, live from Radio City Music Hall, it's the American Theater Wing's 60th Annual Tony Awards. Presented by the League of American Theaters and Producers and the American Theater Wing. And now, please welcome Tony nominee, Harry Connick Jr.
Good evening. How y'all feeling tonight? Tonight won't be just any night. Tonight there will be no morning star. Tonight, I'll see my love tonight. And for us, stars won't stop where they are. Now this next one's a little bit of a New Orleans style. I hope you like it. Oh, that's old school right there. Give my regards to Broadway. Remember me to Herald Square. Tell all the gang at 42nd Street that I will soon be there. Whisper of how I'm yearning to mingle with the old-time throng. Give my regards to old Broadway and say that I'll be there ere long. In Irving, Berlin, of course. There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything the traffic will allow. Nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you're stealing that extra bow. Joining me are 60 stars to help welcome you to the 60th Annual Tony Awards. There's no people like show people. They never ever run out of dough. Yesterday they told you you would not go far. That night you open and there you are. Next day on your dressing room they hung a star. Let's go on with the show. Let's go on with the show. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Please welcome the first two of our 60 stars, Kira Sedgwick and Josh Lucas.
The first award of the 60th Annual Tonys is for the best performance by a featured actor in a play. Previous Tony winners in this category ranged from hilarious comic turns by Alan Arkin, Walter Matthau, and Matthew Broderick, and to serious dramatic roles by Lawrence Fishburne, Eli Wallach, and Al Pacino.
This year's 5 nominated actors have distinguished themselves with outstanding performances that are at times comic, sympathetic, powerful, and always thoughtful and engrossing. The nominees for Best Performance by a Featured Actor in a Play are Samuel Barnett in The History Boys, Donnell Gleeson in The Lieutenant of Inishmore, Ian McDermott in Faith Healer. Mark Ruffalo in Awake and Sing. And Pablo Schreiber in Awake and Sing.
And the 2006 Tony Award goes to Ian McDermott, Faith Healer.
In his Broadway debut, veteran actor Ian McDermott wins the Tony for his brilliant portrayal of Teddy in the revival of Faith Healer.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got off a plane from London just under 2 short months ago, and I'm astonished to be standing before so many of you here tonight. It gives me a chance to pay tribute to my distinguished acting colleagues, Ralph Fiennes, Cherry Jones. Great artists both. And my very good friend, the director, Jonathan Kent, who he enabled us to give life to one of the most emotionally intricate and musically perfect pieces of writing for the stage in the English language, written unsurprisingly by an Irishman, Brian Friel. Brian Friel's Faith Healer had its debut on Broadway over 20 years ago and was not a success. I'm really proud to be associated with its triumphant return and restoration. These are 2 words that occur in the play regularly, and there's one other word that my character uses that perhaps I should mention. He's a London show business manager and therefore totally unreliable and prone to wild exaggeration. But it fits the occasion, and it's the way I feel tonight. Fantastic! Thank you.
Please welcome Academy Award-winning actress Anna Paquin, along with 2-time Tony winner Frank Langella.
Good evening. We're here to present the award for Best Performance by a Featured Actress in a Play. Some of the actresses who've won this award in the past are Anne Bancroft, Christine Baranski, Swoosie Kurtz, and Maureen Stapleton.
Among the nominees tonight are experienced stage veterans, a past Tony winner, and actresses who are making their Broadway debuts. The nominees for Best Performance by a Featured Actress in a Play are Tyne Daly in Rabbit Hole, Frances de la Tour in The History Boys, Jane Howdyshell in Well, Alison Pill in The Lieutenant of Inishmore, and Zoe Wanamaker in Awake and Sing.
And the Tony Award goes to Frances de la Tour.
After a 35-year absence from the Broadway stage, Frances de la Tour returns with a true tour de force, taking home her first Tony Award, portraying Miss Lintot in the play The History Boys.
I'm totally amazed to be given this special honor by the Tony voters. I want to thank just a very few people, well, a lot of people really, but just a very few tonight. The most important people I really want to thank first off is the backstage people. They are totally amazing. Our stage management, our wardrobe, our stage crew, their enthusiasm and their affection for us is making our stay here so memorable. We really do feel part of New York, New York. I also want to thank my dear friends Nick Heitner, Alan Bennett, Bob Crowley, and the wonderful cast of History Boys and Men. and to Bob Boyette and all our producers and the Schubert Organization. Thank you so very much for having us. I'm very thrilled to be here. Thank you.
Still more stars to come, including Julia Roberts, Oprah Winfrey, Glenn Close, Joe Pesci, Julie Andrews, and Bernadette Peters. And up next, presentations by Cheetah Rivera and Bebe Neuwirth, Mark Ruffalo, and Juliana Margulies. And a performance from the Drowsy Chaperone when we return on CBS. The 60th Annual Tony Awards, sponsored by... Once you've built jets, you don't build just another car. Saab, born from jets. And yes, there's an insurance company that's as responsible as you are. Liberty Mutual.
When it's people who do the right thing, they call it being responsible. When it's an insurance company, they call it Liberty Mutual. Responsibility. What's your policy? Liberty Mutual.
Saab was founded by 16 aircraft engineers. Their spirit lives on. Introducing the all-new Saab 97X. Once you've built jets, you don't build just another SUV. Saab, born from jets.
Winds in the east. There's a mist coming in, like something is brewing and about to begin. Mary Poppins arrives on Broadway this fall. Tickets on sale tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Exclusive discounts at spas. Just one of the many benefits of Visa Signature, the rewards card that rewards you for living.
Ask me.
Ask me. If I don't bring it up, you bring it up.
Let's not wait until you've lost any more bone.
Let's not wait till you break a bone.
You're a busy woman.
Osteoporosis is serious business because it can get worse. But bone loss can be reversed. Fosamax Plus D treats postmenopausal osteoporosis. It actually helps reverse bone loss.
It helps prevent hip and spine fractures.
Plus, it's got vitamin D.
You shouldn't use Fosamax Plus D if you have certain disorders of the esophagus.
You have to be able to stand or sit upright for 30 minutes.
If you have severe kidney disease or low blood calcium, you shouldn't take Fosamax Plus D. It's not for vitamin D deficiency.
Tell me about your stomach and digestive problems and your medications. Vitamins and supplements, too.
Stop taking Fosamax Plus D and call me right away if you get heartburn or it gets worse, or swallowing becomes difficult or painful, or if you have chest pain. These could be signs of serious upper digestive problems.
So call me. Make an appointment.
Give me a call. We'll talk about it.
Ask me. Ask me about Fosamax Plus D.
Bone loss can be reversed. Ask me.
Well, I wish I could say you were the first rat I brought home to spend the night. But if you play your cards right, you might be the first rat to make it till morning.
You vacuumed once, didn't you?
You guys should talk. I've been in both of your bathrooms. It's like a poodle lives under your toilet.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes, but not about my body or my hair or what other people are saying about me.
Have a nice day.
They raised our hopes, lifted our spirits, and made us stand up and cheer. They are the 100 most inspiring movies of all time.
The luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Hollywood's biggest stars count down AFI's 100 Years, 100 Cheers. New special CBS Wednesday.
No one is born hating another person for their skin color, religion, or background. Hatred and intolerance are learned. If they can be learned, so can love and tolerance.
Performing 8 times a week in the Broadway show Grand Hotel, directed by Tommy Tune, opposite Michael Jeter, was one of the best and most creative experiences I ever had. None of us were prepared for the speech that he gave that evening.
If you're out there somewhere tonight and you've got a problem with alcohol or drugs and you can't stop, you think life can't change and that dreams can't come true, then I stand here as living proof that you can stop.
And that night, his words touched the heart and soul of everybody watching.
It changes a day at a time, and dreams come true. God bless you.
Please welcome 2 two-time Tony winners, Bebe Neuwirth and Chita Rivera.
Hi, Beeb. Jane Krakowski shared her favorite Tony memory when more than 110 Tony winners gathered for a once-in-a-lifetime photograph.
Performers came from as far away as Europe to take part in this incredible event. Now, to celebrate 60 years of the Tonys, here's that historic photograph. Ooh, I see me.
I don't see me.
You'll hear more Tony memories throughout the night. And now, the award for Best Choreography.
Bob Fosse said, "Dance expresses joy better than anything else," and I don't think we would think anything else but that.
Each of the 4 talented artists nominated tonight advanced the art, communicating emotions not just through movement, but their originality, technique, and dedication to perfection. The nominees are Rob Ashford, The Wedding Singer, Donald Byrd, The Color Purple, Kathleen Marshall, The Pajama Game, and Casey Nicholaw, The Drowsy Chaperone.
And the American Theater Wing's Tony Award goes to Kathleen Marshall, The Pajama Game.
Having won in 2004 for her choreography of Wonderful Town, this marks Kathleen Marshall's 2nd Tony win. She's also nominated tonight for Best Direction of a Musical.
Oh my God. The Pajama Game is a joyous show. It was a joy to do from beginning to end, and now I get to share this joy with a bunch of brilliant and wonderful people, starting with our cast, Kelly O'Hara, Michael McKean, Megan Lawrence, Joyce, Peter Ross, the brilliant Harry Connick. Thank you for coming to Broadway, Harry. Our brilliant design team, Derek McLean, Marty Pakladinas, Peter Kazarowski, Brian Ronan, and Paul Huntley. Our brilliant music team, Rob Berman, Danny Trube, Dick Lieb, the great David Chase, all of our authors, especially Richard Adler and Peter Ackerman. All of our producers, Todd Haynes in The Roundabout, Jeffrey Richards, Jim Fould, and Scott Landis. My great assistants, Vince Pesh and Mark Bruni, Jim Carnahan, George Lane. And I especially get to stand here and tell my family and my friends how much I love them and appreciate their support. My parents, my brother, my sister, and my pal Rob Ashford. 20 years ago, we moved together to New York, and we're roommates, 2 chorus kids, just, hoping to work in the theater. And now look at us. This is wild. Thank you so very much.
Please welcome 2 stars seen on Broadway this year, Juliana Margulies, and a nominee tonight for Awake and Sing, Mark Ruffalo.
Tyrone Guthrie, who won the Tony in 1956 for Best Direction of The Matchmaker, said that directing is filling everyone with the desire to come back to work at 10 o'clock the next morning.
It's also been said that a director's most important job is creating an atmosphere in which others can create. The nominees for Best Director of a Play have proven their mastery of this skill through their unique insight, ingenuity, and vision.
And the nominees are Nicholas Heitner, The History Boys. Wilson Milam, The Lieutenant of Inishmore. Bartlett Sher, Awake and Sing. And Daniel Sullivan, Rabbit Hole.
And the Tony goes to Nicholas Heitner, the History Boys.
With Tony nominations for both producing and directing, Nicholas Heitner takes home his second Tony Award for Best Direction tonight.
I want to first thank my colleagues at the National Theatre, where collectively we produced The History Boys a couple of years ago. They brought to it the same imagination and energy that they bring to the 20-odd shows we do each year. I want to thank Bob Boyette and Bill Haber, our passionate and imaginative producers here on Broadway, and for their generosity as well as for much else. I want to thank my stupendous National Theatre acting company, who are even more fun off stage than they are on. And above all, I thank Alan Bennett. Over the past few years, we've done 4 plays and 2 movies together, and he is the best luck I've ever had. Thank you very much. And above all, I thank Alan Bennett. Over the past few years, we've done 4 plays and 2 movies together, and he is the best luck I've ever had. Thank you very much.
He said thank you. Suppose I should have chosen a less popular phrase. It's a little drinking game. Anyway, hello. How are we this evening? Good. I'm feeling a little blue myself. Whenever I'm feeling this way, blue, I like to listen to my music. So I was going through my records this morning, and what did I find? But my favorite show, The Drowsy Chaperone. Oh, good, you know it. 1928. Let me read you what it says in the back. Mix-ups, mayhem, and a gay wedding. Well, of course, the phrase gay wedding has a different meaning now, but back then it just meant fun. And that's all this show is, fun. Oh, I love playing my records. It's as if the musicals come to life in my apartment. Oh, this is one of my favorite songs. It's called Show Off. In it, the bride, the glamorous Janet Vandegraff, entertains questions from reporters as she lounges by the pool.
Miss Vandegraff, is it true you're giving up a successful career to marry a man on the stage?
Yes.
So you won't be returning to the stage, ever?
I shan't.
You shan't?
I shan't.
I have a question. How can you give up the footlights when you know very well you got grease paint in your veins?
Oh, Victor, if you think this is about vanity, you couldn't be more wrong. I don't want to show off no more. I don't want to sing tunes no more. I don't want to ride moons no more. I don't want to show off. I don't want to wear this no more. I'll play the saucy Swiss Miss no more. I'll blow my signature no more. I don't want to show off.
Janet, please.
Don't try to control me. I've made up my mind, and that's it. I quit. I'm leaving it all behind. I don't want to be cute no more. Make the gentleman hoot no more. I don't want to wear fruit no more. I don't want to show off. She don't want to show off no more. Not me. Even on news no more. Page 3. If Chloe refuse no more. Gee, I don't want to show off. She don't want to show off. I don't want to show off. She don't want to show off no more. Off no more. Not me. Woo! needs no more attention. I've counted to 10, and I'm through. On to you. You'll never see this. You'll never see this. Never see this. Never see that. Never see these again. I don't wanna change keys no more. I don't wanna strip tease no more. I don't wanna say cheese no more. I don't care if you use straw. I don't wanna be cheered no more. Praised no more. Grabbed no more. Touched no more. Loved no more. I don't wanna show off. 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 No more.
Plenty more stars to come, including Oprah Winfrey, James Earl Jones, and Cynthia Nixon. Up next, presentations by Paul Rudd, Lauren Ambrose, Barbara Cook, Paul Schaefer, Neil Patrick Harris, and Joanna Gleason. And a performance from Sweeney Todd as the 60th Annual Tony Awards returns on CBS.
On September 18th, a chorus line will take its place back in the heart of Broadway. The one and only way to get tickets now is with your American Express card.
Out of ink?
Yeah, don't worry. The ink fairy will come tonight and leave us $3.
Or you could just use the easy button.
Like that's real.
Get $3 off your total in-store or online purchase with every empty cartridge. Staples. That was easy.
I thought you liked vegetables.
Oh, I love vegetables. But see that? That's all it takes for me to get gas.
You see that? That's all it takes for me not to get gas.
Broccoli, you've met your match.
Take Beano before, there'll be no gas.
Silver tools, silver tools. I think I just fixed the problem. Lang-a-lang, see them hang. Not really sure what I'm doing. I was sorry, wife was calling, but I can't hear a thing. Oops, I just cut off the power.
It's the season for dads at Sears. Right now, find great deals on all Craftsman tools. Sears.
I don't know why people don't know about this. I don't know why I didn't know.
I've never heard of this. I'm just shocked.
I just found out that cervical cancer is caused by certain types of a common virus, HPV, human papillomavirus.
A cancer caused by a virus. I didn't know that.
Millions of people already have the types of HPV that can cause cervical cancer and other diseases.
You could have HPV and not even know it. For most women, HPV clears on its own, but for some, cervical cancer can develop. That's why it's important for you to talk to your doctor about Pap tests.
Tell someone that cervical cancer is caused by certain types of HPV.
I want to tell someone that I love.
I want to tell my daughter.
Tell someone.
Tell someone. Tell someone.
With Caesar. Gourmet entrees in 15 delicious flavors like filet mignon. Caesar, it's canine cuisine.
The 60th Annual Tony Awards will continue here on CBS.
Craig Ferguson is so, oh my goodness, naturally funny. Hello. And Insomniac's delight. They love me. See what everyone's talking about Monday after Dave. J.D. Fortune was homeless and living on the street.
It's been a long road.
Until he blew away the competition on Rockstar in Excess.
You are the rock star.
Then he joined In Excess as their lead singer and is touring the world in sold-out performances. This summer, the search is on for the next great singer. Who will it be? Find out this summer when Rockstar Supernova premieres CBS Wednesday, July 5th.
Real Housewives, Real Desperate. The Tuesday Night Book Club premieres CBS Tuesday.
Introducing the best dynamic performance SUV in its class, the FX, from a company called Infiniti.
Everyone loves fajitas and pizza. Get them together. Introducing Papa John's new Sizzlin' Fajita Pizza. Onions, peppers, and a new Southwestern pizza sauce. Choose marinated steak or grilled chicken and get a large Sizzlin' Fajita Pizza for $11.99. $11.99. Fajita! And play 100 sizzling days of summer at papajohns.com for a chance to win a Chrysler Crossfire.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Tonight at 11, dead pets order dug up after a cemetery loses its lease.
Please welcome two stars of stage and screen currently appearing on Broadway. From Awake and Sing, Lauren Ambrose. And from 3 Days of Rain, Paul Rudd.
Tim Rice, the Tony-winning lyricist of Aida and winning lyricist and writer of Evita, says, when writing a musical, the first thing to do is to get the book right.
From two faithful adaptations of popular films to the recounting, oh, I need LASIK, to the recounting of a rags to riches, help me out here, life history, to a riotous musical that comes to life in a studio apartment, is that right? Yeah, awesome. The book writers have conquered the challenge. I really do need that surgery of telling the challenge of a strong story. Yeah.
The nominees for Best Book of a Musical are Marcia Norman for the book of The Color Purple, Bob Martin and Don McKellar for the book of The Drowsy Chaperone, Marshall Brickman and Rick Ellis for the book of Jersey Boys, Chad Beglin and Tim Herlihy for the book of The Wedding Singer.
And the 2006 Tony Award goes to The Drowsy Chaperone, Bob Martin and Don McKellar.
Writer Don McKellar takes home his first ever Tony for The Drowsy Chaperone. Also winning this award is actor and writer Bob Martin, who is nominated tonight for a leading actor in a musical.
Thank you, America. This is so wonderful. This show expresses the voice of a group of writers and performers in Toronto, and we want to share this award with them. Not literally, but figuratively. And also, on behalf of my agents, I just want to thank Janet Van de Graaff for marrying me in the first place.
We share this award with our inspirational leader and director and friend, Casey Nicola. And without him, we would have been deported back to Canada a long time ago. And I wish we had time to thank other people, but we really don't. If we did, I would thank Kevin and Royal, our producers, Lisa, Greg, Matt, and my parents, my girlfriend, Tracy. But we don't have time for that list. So instead, let me just thank the American musical comedy that's been around for about 100 years now, inspiring people, transporting them, and giving people like Bob and me lots of material to make fun of. So we're so honored to be in this company. Thank you.
Please welcome a Tony winner for The Music Man and a music man who's made his Broadway debut in the orchestra of The Magic Show, Barbara Cook and Paul Schaefer.
We've seen firsthand the wondrous, life-changing moment that takes place when a lyricist or composer hears their words or music performed for the first time by Broadway singers and musicians.
Perhaps the only more exciting sound is hearing that you've just won the Tony and that your name will go down in the history books.
The nominees for the Best Original Score, Music and/or Lyrics written for the theater are The Color Purple, music and lyrics by Brenda Russell, Allie Willis and Stephen Bray. The Drowsy Chaperone, music and lyrics by Lisa Lambert and Greg Morrison. The Wedding Singer, music by Matthew Sklar, lyrics by Chad Beglin. And The Woman in White, music by Andrew Lloyd Webber, lyrics by David Zippel.
Barbara, oh my God, Cook. I can't believe it.
Oh, sweet.
I can't believe it. It's really her. And the Tony Award goes to The Drowsy Chaperone, music and lyrics, Lisa Lambert and Greg Morrison.
With their first foray onto Broadway as both lyricists and composers, Lisa Lambert and Greg Morrison each earned their first Tony ever.
I'd like to thank my mom, and I'd like to thank my mom's friend Nancy Merenstein for reminding me to thank my mom. Casey Nicola, you joined our group of weird people a year ago, me and Greg and Don and Bob, and you brought this thing to life. Thank you to you and Casey Hushin and Josh Rhodes, our cast, our band, our fantastic musical wizards of three musical wizards, Glenn Kelly and Larry Blank and Phil Reno, and our wonderful producers. And also for anybody in Toronto who may have lived in Toronto between the years 1985 and 1995 and who received a singing telegram set to the tune of Take Me Out to the Ball Game, you can now say it was written by a Tony Award-winning songwriter. Greg.
A very quick thank you to my parents watching this in Kelly's Cross, Prince Edward Island. I'd just like to say thanks for buying that piano 30 years ago for $100 and putting it in the basement, tearing the stairs out. It started all this for me. Thank you. It's very honored to be here. Thank you very much.
Please welcome a Tony winner for Into the Woods and a Broadway star most recently seen in Assassins, Joanna Gleason and Neil Patrick Harris.
Our first nominee for Best Revival of a Musical is the chilling new interpretation of the 1979 Tony-winning Sweeney Todd. Stephen Sondheim and Hugh Wheeler's account of the razor-wielding, half-mad half?
3/4.
Mad barber who takes vengeance on the judge who unfairly punished him. Soon he turns his rage to others with the help of Mrs. Lovett, a peddler of unsavory meat pies.
Stripped down to an orchestral troupe of actor-musicians, the diabolical intricacies of Sondheim's lyrics come to the forefront of this widely acclaimed piece. Please welcome the brilliant cast, including Tony nominees Patti LuPone, Michael Cerveris, and Manuel Feliciano, as we attend the tale of Sweeney Todd.
The tale of Sweeney Todd. His skin was pale and his eye was odd. He shaved the faces of gentlemen who never thereafter heard of again. He trod a path that few have trod, did Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street.
Swing your razor wide, Sweeney, hold it to the skies. Freely flows the blood of those who...
A customer. Oh, wait, what you rush, what you hurry? You gave me such a fright, I thought you was a ghost. Half a minute, can't you sit you down, sit. All I meant is that I haven't seen a customer for weeks. Did you come here for a pie, sir? Do forgive me if me head's a little vague. What is that? But you think we had the plague? From the way that people keep avoiding, no you don't. Heaven knows I try, sir. But there's no one comes in even to inhale. Right you are, so would you like a drop of ale? Mind you, I can hardly blame them. These are probably the worst wines in London. I know nobody cares to take them. I should know I make them, but good no, the worst wines in London. Even that's polite, the worst wines in London. If you doubt it, take a bite.
These are my friends. See how they glisten. See this one shine. How he smiles in the light. My friend, my faithful friend. Rest now, my friends.
Never you fear, Mr. Todd. You can love and fear, Mr. Todd. Splendors you never had dreamed of your day. My lucky friend, love your mind was nearly silver. Silver's good enough for me.
Friends, you shall drip rubies. You soon drip precious rubies. At last my right arm is complete again! A tender tale of Sweeney Todd. He served a dark and a vengeful God. To seek revenge may lead to hell, but everyone does it and seldom as well. A Sweeney Todd.
The demon barber of Fleet Street.
Coming up, Academy Award winners Joe Pesci and Julia Roberts, plus Hank Azaria and Oliver Platt. And the Jersey Boys rock Radio City when we return on CBS. The 60th Annual Tony Awards, sponsored by Charles Schwab, proud sponsor of Live Broadway. Why should market performance dictate your performance? Talk to Chuck.
If I'm renting a movie, I like choice. Ice cream, you gotta have choice. But picking mutual funds, that's too much choice. Balance funds, bond index funds. How do I know if I'm making the right choice? There's a big difference between your next ice cream and your next 20 years.
Investors should read and consider carefully information in the prospectus before investing, including investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses. Call 1-800-4-SCHWAB for a prospectus.
It is quite simply unlike any musical you have ever seen. The Lion King, on Broadway and on tour across America. Visit DisneyOnBroadway.com today.
One summer day, the town awoke to drifts of delicious Splenda no-calorie sweetener. Splenda tastes like sugar because it's made from sugar, but without all the calories to spoil the joy. That's the magic of Splendaville.
With Vonage, I talk as much as I want and pay a lot less. It's just $24.99 a month, and that includes voicemail, caller ID, three-way calling, and a lot more. The voice quality's great, and I even get to keep my same phone and phone number. I've had Vonage for 4 months. Should have gotten it a long time ago.
We're not out to change the world, just the way you talk to it. Sign up now and get your first month free. Call 1-800-399-1355. High-speed internet connection required.
Home sweet home. Time for a fresh new look. I say start at the top with Excellence Cream from L'Oreal. Absolutely beautiful color that's hassle-free. So creamy rich it doesn't drip. Nothing protects better or guarantees my color like Excellence. Beautiful, sensational, softer than silk, and nothing covers grays better than Excellence. Assuming you have any. Thinking makeover? Start at the top with triple protection Excellence Cream from L'Oreal Paris, because you're worth it.
No matter what you love, all you need is a Chase Rewards card. Everybody loves to earn free rewards. Find the card you'll love at ChooseChase.com.
Saab was founded by 16 aircraft engineers. Their spirit lives on. Introducing the all-new Saab 97X. Once you've built jets, you don't build just another SUV. Saab, born from jets.
Tomorrow,
You're starting trouble tonight.
Kate spends time with Paris Hilton.
Really? I can hang out with you? And we dance? Well, that ain't gonna happen.
All new tomorrow.
Wow.
That's what I was going for. It's 9 weeks till the wedding. At this point, I'd say yes to just about anything.
Whoa.
No, Barney. What if we do this and it doesn't work out and I'd lose you as a friend?
And great TV was had by all.
The Tony Award show is fun.
And the winner is Liza Minnelli in the act.
This award means more to me than any of the others, because this is where I started, this is what I wanted to do, and all these people are who I wanted to be with.
Please welcome an Academy Award-nominated actress and an Emmy-winning actor, Rosie Perez and Richard Thomas.
The season's plays show a diverse blend of new material. They were culturally driven monologues, side-splitting comedies, and thought-provoking dramas with deep political foundations.
Now, later on, you'll get a taste of the nominees for Best Play. But there were a number of other works that rounded out the season. Now let's take a look back at the year in plays.
I watch you on that show.
That's more fun.
When I don't have anything in the afternoon.
You know, underneath that army uniform, there's still a young, vital woman.
Does the court wish to caution the witness about the gravity of the insinuated charge?
I'm not insinuating a thing, sir.
You know what, Michael? I don't mind what you do, but I do mind what you don't do.
What is it, the cooking? The cleaning? The crying?
I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's the cooking, the cleaning, and crying.
As I used to say, I didn't know beans about edamame.
Honey.
How come you ain't answering me, huh? Are you deaf?
Well, I may say I did acquit myself with honor. Oh, as did you, of course.
Please welcome a Tony nominee for Spam-A-Lot, along with a nominee tonight from Shining City, Hank Azaria and Oliver Platt.
In 1960, the Tonys added a new category, Best Direction of a Musical. Prior to that, only one Direction Award was given, either for work on a play or musical.
Since then, 48 awards have gone to directors of musicals, 8 of them to Hal Prince. Other honorees include, I know, only 8, Michael Bennett, Tommy Tune, Susan Stroman, and last year's winner for Spamalot, my friend Mike Nichols. This year's talented nominees for Best Direction. Mike is also friends with Oliver. Although I've been invited to the house in Martha's Vineyard. This year's talented nominees for Best Direction of a Musical are John Doyle for Sweeney Todd, Kathleen Marshall for The Pajama Game, Des McAnuff for Jersey Boys, and Casey Nicola for The Drowsy Chaperone.
The American Theater Wing's Tony Award goes to John Doyle, Sweeney Todd.
This marks John Doyle's first Tony Award nomination and win. In addition to directing the current revival of Sweeney Todd, he has also designed the costumes and sets.
First of all, I'd like to thank the rest of the creative team, Sarah, Richard, and Dan. And also, I would thank the costume designer and the set designer, but they've both given up the business after working with me, so it's not going to happen that way. Thank you to our wonderful producers, particularly my friend, Richard Frankel, who's a very special person in my heart. Thank you to a wonderful, wonderful cast and crew who have made this show so, I hope, memorable to the Broadway audience. Thank you to my agent and friend Claire, and to my partner Robert, who helps me through everything. Happy anniversary, Rob. And also, thank you to somebody who I hope we all hold in a very, very, very special place on Broadway, and that's, of course, the wonderful Stephen Sondheim. And finally, I'd like to dedicate this to all the directors and actors and designers and artists out there who knock on doors that don't get answers, and who look for a break that they think is never going to come. And I hope they will remember this moment as living proof of the fact that it's never too late. Thank you very much.
Please welcome Academy Award winner, Joe Pesci.
Okay. No, this is not my security. These are the original Four Seasons. So, how did 4 regular guys become one of the greatest successes in pop music history? As the character Tommy DeVito says, ask 4 guys, you get 4 different answers. Ask me, you'll get the 5th. Why? Because I was there at the creation of the Four Seasons. Without me, it all began in New Jersey, back in the old neighborhood, under a street light with just a couple of guys singing harmony. But through all the success, these guys always remembered the old neighborhood. So let's go back home with our second nominee for Best Musical, Jersey Boys.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes Pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You're just too good to be true.
They ask you, what was the high point? The Hall of Fame, selling all those records, pulling Sherry out of the hat. It was all great. But the first time the four of us made that sound, our sound, when everything dropped away and all there was the music, that was the best. That's why I'm still out there singing. Like that bunny on TV with the battery, I just keep going and going and going. Chasing the music, trying to get home.
Who loves you, pretty baby? Who loves you, pretty mama? Who's always there to make it right? Who loves you, pretty baby? Who's gonna help you through the night? Who loves you, pretty mama? Who's always there to make it right? Who loves you? Who loves you, pretty baby? Who's gonna love you, mama? Who loves you? Who loves you, pretty baby? Open your eyes and you can find a way. It's hard to make believe you're happy when you're gray. When you're feeling like you never say the morning light, you come to me, baby. You'll see who loves you, pretty baby. Who's gonna help you through the night? Who loves you, pretty mama? Who's always there to make it? Who loves you? Who loves you, pretty baby? Who's gonna love you, mama? Who loves you, pretty baby?
Up next, Harvey Fierstein and Audra McDonald with 60 years of unforgettable Tony moments. Plus, Kristen Bell and Hal Holbrook, and a performance from The Wedding Singer. And still to come, Broadway legend Julie Andrews, when the 60th Annual Tony Awards returns on CBS.
Get front-of-the-line access and VIP treatment at the House of Blues from Visa Signature, the rewards card that rewards you for living.
Think you know all there is to know about getting your cholesterol right? You may be wrong, because getting bad cholesterol down might be just part of the equation. You may also want to get your good cholesterol up. Even more surprising, this cholesterol medicine does both. Crestor. Crestor, along with diet, can lower bad cholesterol by up to 52%. But Crestor also raises your good cholesterol. Down with the bad, up with the good. Is Crestor right for you? That's between you and your doctor. Crestor is not for everyone, including people with liver disease and women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant. Simple blood tests are needed to check for liver problems. Tell your doctor about other medications you're taking, or if you experience muscle pain or weakness, as they may be a sign of serious side effects. Down with the bad, up with the good. Talk to your doctor about Crestor.
If you're without prescription coverage and can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Why bother with wimpy bargain bags when you could have hefty Ultraflex bags? Hefty. They're puncture resistant and 20% thicker. Hefty Ultraflex bags.
You feeling better?
I'm getting there. But I do feel good that we have Aflac.
Glad I asked about it at work.
I'm glad it's helping pay the bills.
Electric bill, house payments, even Michelle's education. Helps with just about any bills our health insurance doesn't cover.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Introducing the new Northstar V8-equipped GTS. Cadillac. Breakthrough.
Just the thought of the theater gives me goosebumps. We always dress up.
Yeah, but you always go home wearing the t-shirt.
The kids tease me because I have all the show tunes on my pod.
Our theater nights have made Chloe a well-rounded person.
The best part is sharing all this with my mom.
No matter what happens, we'll always have our theater moments together.
Broadway Across America. Get your season tickets now. Visit BroadwayAcrossAmerica.com for season ticket information today.
The 60th Annual Tony Awards will continue here on CBS.
Monday, what happened to Kristen Smart? A decade after she mysteriously disappeared, her father is determined to find his daughter. Get the story behind this real-life cold case on The Early Show.
They lived in a house with total strangers while cameras watch their every move. And now they want to do it again? Is you crazy? You may call them crazy. We call them All-Stars. And you will choose who's in the new Big Brother.
Pick your favorite.
Big Brother All-Stars, America's Vote. CBS Wednesday, June 21st.
Dave's All New with Paris Hilton, tomorrow on The Late Show.
Dr. Ray's office, please hold.
Hello, beautiful. I'm Dr. Ray. Thanks for coming. I was reading your file here, and it says that you're interested in breast augmentation. Let me have you this robe, and we're going to start with this measurement right here. Wow, that's kind of small. Now, there's nothing wrong with small breasts, but I think in your case, it would build your self-confidence if you went bigger, probably even a lot bigger.
Naturally larger chicken breasts on the Bacon Swiss Crispy Chicken Sandwich. New at Carl's Jr.
You can never be too rich, too stylish, or too fast. You can, however, be too late.
Don't be late for summer nights in a stylish S-Type. $469 a month at your Southern California area Jaguar dealer.
As Jenny Craig's celebrity client, I have my very own personal consultant, Laura, who has helped me lose over 60 pounds, making me Jenny Craig's best-looking client ever.
Hey, Kirsty.
Yeah.
I have a Jenny consultant too, and I've lost 42 pounds.
Making me Jenny Craig's second best-looking client ever.
Lose 20 pounds for $20 plus the cost of food. Call 1-800-JENNY20 today.
I could do a bikini.
Have you called Jenny yet?
Hey, bikini girl, that's my line.
Tonight at 11, a male stripper murdered at a bachelorette party.
Together, they have 8 Tony Awards. Please welcome Audra McDonald and Harvey Fierstein.
A gay man's work is never done.
Thank you, honey. At the very first Tony Awards, the recipients were not given the familiar statue with the masks of comedy and tragedy.
During the early days, the honorees were handed a medallion. The statue made its debut in 1967. As the American Theater Wing's Tonys evolved, so did their legacy.
The initial ceremonies were lavish dinners, recordings of which, like the shows they were celebrating, only exist in photographs, written accounts, and memories. Though a few of the events have been lost to the ages, let's look back at some unforgettable moments in 60 glorious years of the Tony Awards.
Join us, come and waste an hour or two.
It is a particular joy to be part of the theater's once-a-year Night of Nights, the annual Tony Awards celebration.
Hi, my name is Steve, and I'll be your waiter.
The winner is The Elephant Man. 9.
Evita.
Daisy Eager. Thank you, my wonderful agent, Francis Del Duca.
And the winner is The Phantom of the Opera.
Les Misérables.
How sweet that was.
The winner is Cats.
Turn your face to the moonlight. Let your memory lead you.
The stage is my home. This is the place that I love more than any place in the world.
Welcome a multi-talented star of stage and screen, Emmy winner Tom Skerritt.
Thank you. Each year a Tony Award is presented to an outstanding regional theater that has displayed a continuous level of artistic achievement. Earlier this evening, Suzanne Lyons from Visa, et moi, presented the Regional Theater Tony Award to an organization I am very, very happy to be involved with, Seattle's Intiman Theater.
This year, the Regional Theater Tony Award is accompanied by a grant for $25,000 from Visa.
We come to you from the far northwest corner of the world. I'm standing here with Laura Penn, who's my artistic partner and Intiman's managing director. Intiman is a company which really likes to push its work to the edge and has an old-fashioned belief that the work that we do as artists is deeply connected to our communities. An audience who have a great sense of adventure on the long, strange trip that we're trying to take at Intiman. Thanks very much.
Please welcome an actress who made her Broadway debut in The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, Kristen Bell, and the Tony winner for Mark Twain Tonight, Hal Holbrook.
I got a letter in my dressing room backstage in Spokane a week ago from a man who drove his family up to Elmira, New York to visit Mark Twain's grave. A man on the street gave him directions to the cemetery, and then he said, "By the way, you know that Hollywood actor, Hal Holbrook, who portrayed him? I believe he's buried close by." Identification with the role you're playing is all very well, but that's carrying it too far. but I can at last say the report of my death has been grossly exaggerated.
But it's no exaggeration to say the nominees of Best Revival of a Play are thoroughly engaging. They include Clifford Odets' story of belief in the American dream, Somerset Maugham's comedy of marital complications, Edward Albee's exploration of life, death, and evolving consciousness, and Brian Friel's legend of a traveling healer.
And the nominees are Awake and Sing.
Without the dollar, you don't look the world in the eye. Talk from now to next year.
The Constant Wife.
Men were meant by nature to be wicked and delightful and to deceive their wives.
Edward Albee's Seascape.
We didn't feel we belonged anymore.
That's why you came up.
Faith Healer.
They knew in their hearts they had come not to be cured, but for confirmation that they were incurable.
And the Tony goes to Awake and Sing.
Accepting the award for Awake and Sing, producers Andre Bishop and Bernard Gersten.
Thank you. We are very grateful and we are deeply honored. But you don't get to win a Best Revival for a Tony unless you have the best possible production, which luckily we have. Superbly gifted actors in every role, wonderful designers, and a brilliant director. We thank them, and we thank the staff and board of Lincoln Center Theater. But Bernie and I would not be standing up here at all if we didn't have a play not only worth reviving, but in need of reviving. Awake and Sing by the great, great Clifford Odets.
Way back in ancient history, in 1935, when Awake and Sing had its original production by the famous group theater, the Tonys hadn't even been invented yet. So this is Awake and Sing's first Tony, and a well-deserved one it is, for this ultimate, extraordinary American play by a writer, by Clifford Odets, who, with this award for the revival of his play, takes his rightful place in the pantheon of great American playwrights and glorifies the extraordinary company that has brought his play back to miraculous life. Thank you very much.
Please welcome two stars who have appeared on the Broadway stage, Jamie Lynn Sigler and Molly Ringwald.
There are three things that every audience wants to do. They want to watch two characters they care about fall in love. They want to laugh.
And they want to see someone get whacked. The laughing and falling love part happens nightly at our third best musical nominee, The Wedding Singer. And so direct from Richfield, New Jersey, or as I call it, Exit 18.
Here is Tony nominee Stephen Lynch with the cast of The Wedding Singer.
I wrote a song 6 years ago while playing in a wedding band. The word got out and suddenly the band and I are in demand. And now couples all over Jersey hire me to ensure their weddingness, all because of a tune I wrote. That tune goes like this. Oh, when it's your wedding day and my music starts to play, I can guarantee that love will find you. Yeah, when it's your wedding day, all the problems melt away if you count on me, 'cause love is what I do. Now when we play finely tuned machine. Sammy does Van Halen licks while George gets down on tambourine. We might play you some careless whisper or make you wish you had Jesse's girl instead. Bring the room down with endless love and blast, bang your head, bang your head. So when it's your wedding day and my music starts to play, I can guarantee that love will find you. Woo! Yeah, when it's your wedding day, all the problems melt away if you count on me, 'cause love is what I do. Long before the night is through, your Uncle Lou will be my uncle too. I'll be so tight with your cousin Steve. He'll invite me over for Christmas Eve. I'll dance your mama all around the room, then present the bride and groom.
Julia Roberts. And next, last year's Tony-winning featured actress in a musical, Sara Ramirez. Plus, a special moment from the longest-running show in Broadway history and a performance by the cast of the Three Penny Opera when we return on CBS. The 60th Annual Tony Awards, sponsored by Olay, love the skin you're in, and Fosamax Plus D.
Ask me.
Ask me. If I don't bring it up, you bring it up.
Let's not wait until you've lost any more bone.
Let's not wait till you break a bone.
You're a busy woman.
Osteoporosis is serious business because it can get worse, but bone loss can be reversed. Fosamax Plus D treats postmenopausal osteoporosis. It actually helps reverse bone loss.
It helps prevent hip and spine fractures. Plus, it's got vitamin D.
You shouldn't use Fosamax Plus D if you have certain disorders of the esophagus.
You have to be able to stand or sit upright for 30 minutes.
If you have severe kidney disease or low blood calcium, you shouldn't take Fosamax Plus D. It's not for vitamin D deficiency. Tell me about your stomach and digestive problems and your medications. Vitamins and supplements, too.
Stop taking Fosamax Plus D and call me right away if you get heartburn or it gets worse, or swallowing becomes difficult or painful, or if you have chest pain. These could be signs of serious upper digestive problems.
So call me. Make an appointment. Give me a call. We'll talk about it.
Ask me. Ask me about Fosamax Plus D. Bone loss can be reversed. Ask me.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray.
For sunshine when skies are gray and sun protection when they're not, new Olay Touch of Sun. A moisturizer with a touch of sunless tanner for a glow that builds gradually with each application. Plus SPF 15 so your skin is protected. Love the sun-kissed skin you're in with new Olay Touch of Sun. And for a sun-kissed glow all over, try Touch of Sun Body Lotion.
Hi, Mom.
Yes, it's your mother. I was just checking in.
Was that confetti?
Your father and I are coming home right now, young man.
A clear-sounding internet phone service. AT&T Call Vantage. The passion to invent, the drive to deliver. Another innovation from the new AT&T. Your world delivered.
Who
ruins your day. It's me, the Lord of Mishap.
Level 5. Game over.
Farmers Help Point, putting things right the moment they go wrong. Farmers, get you back where you belong.
What's that?
You still don't have Netflix?
Well,
It's so easy. You just make a list of the movies you want to rent, and you get your first DVDs in the mail in about 1 business day.
Oh, yeah.
Keep them as long as you want, no late fees. Return each one in a prepaid envelope, and they automatically mail you another one from your list.
It's dope.
Yeah. In fact, I probably have a movie waiting for me at home right now.
Who's that guy?
There's a movie waiting for you at home. Netflix. All the DVDs you want, starting at only $9.99 a month, no late fees.
2 words. Not guilty.
3 hours isn't my record for an acquittal, but it'll do.
You didn't just save his life, you saved mine too.
Sebastian Stark is LA's best defense attorney.
It's my lawyer, boys. Why not save everybody some time and money and let me go right now?
But this fall, he's switching sides.
You think you could waltz in here and cleanse your conscience by putting away a few felons?
Hey, if this office had the faintest clue how to mount an effective prosecution, should still be alive.
Now, everything he knows about keeping defendants out of jail,
Truth is relative. Pick one that works.
he's using to put them away.
Winning is the only thing that matters.
What about justice?
Hey, justice is God's problem. You don't get a second chance.
You've got squat or you wouldn't be dealing.
You're taking a hell of a chance. Can you look this jury in the eye and tell them this is a cosmic accident? I am great, and yet I am humble.
Shark, CBS Thursdays this fall after CSI.
I have a memory of presenting one to Robert Morse, who was so when he won for True.
And the award goes to Robert Morse.
He was just so thrilled to be up there and long hugs, and he took so long before he started speaking.
You're right in here with me, and this is for all of us.
Please welcome the chairman of the American Theater Wing, Sandra Gilman, and board president, Douglas Leeds.
60 years ago, the American Theater Wing founded the Antoinette Perry Awards.
Of all the exciting nights that happen each year, the Tony Awards is still the most spectacular of all the nights on Broadway.
Whoa! Of all the nights of Broadway, we are the most spectacular. Ah!
Excuse me?
Didn't you call for these spectacular nights on Broadway? Aha!
No.
I definitely heard nights on Broadway.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, they're lying. Cut off their heads.
Ow! 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 Ow!
We are the knights who say leap from Spamalot.
Spamalot! No. They're here to talk about the good work they do on Broadway.
Ah, yes. The American Theater Wing serves both the theatrical community and the public with programs designed to advance the art of live theater.
Yes, they produce educational seminars on TV and Downstage Center on XM satellite radio, a national program to help audiences better appreciate live theater.
Yes, and apparently they have a website where you can download hundreds of hours of free audio and video.
And since its inception, our grants program has awarded more than $2.5 million to New York City nonprofit theaters.
We also support theater interns and aspiring artists as they embark on professional careers.
Bravo, Tony peasants, and thanks for our Tony.
Told you it was a mistake to ask them.
Please welcome last year's Tony-winning featured actress for Spamalot, along with an actor most recently seen on Broadway in Noise Is Off, Sara Ramirez and T.R. Knight.
Good evening, everyone. Just as storytellers pass on their tales, and dancers pass on their what TR?
You have a Tony Award.
Yeah, but
That's so cool. That's so cool. You know who else? Best featured actress in a musical? Tony Award? Gwen Verdon. Cool. Tammy Grimes? Cool.
Andrea Martin.
She's cool.
Can I continue?
Yes, great.
And so, just as storytellers pass on their tales, dancers pass on their steps, and actors pass on their techniques to the next group of performers, let's pass on the mantle of Tony winner.
Can I touch the envelope?
No.
No.
The nominees for Best Performance by a Featured Actress are Carolee Carmello, Lestat, Felicia P. Fields, The Color Purple, Megan Lawrence for Pajama Game, Beth Level for The Drowsy Chaperone, and Elizabeth Withers Mendez for The Color Purple.
And the American Theater Wing's Tony Award goes to...
Yes, Beth Level, The Drowsy Chaperone!
Beth Level wins her first Tony Award, handling the role of the title character in the musical, The Drowsy Chaperone.
Oh, my goodness gracious sakes alive. Breathe, breathe. First of all, thank you, Bob Martin and Janet Vandergraaf, for getting married and having this amazing bachelor party thing that has become our Drowsy Chaperone. Thank you, life, for the privilege of being on the same page as Felicia and Elizabeth and Megan and Carolee. Overwhelmed. Thank you. Thank you to our producers. Thank you, our creative team. And I must tell my director, my brilliant director, Casey Nicolau. I had to write this down. Thank you for trusting me with this role of a lifetime. Because of your faith in me, my friend, I am flying. Thank you, sister. Thank you, Pat Sullivan, my wrangler. Thank you, Mark Rodante and the boys at Bauman, Rodante, and Shaw. Thank you, John Milne, my husband, I love you. Thank you, TJ and Sam, I love you. And thank you, American Theater Wing, for letting this be Lynn and Ruby Level in Raleigh, North Carolina. They're the proudest parents on the earth right now. Cheers, darling. I love my job. Thank you.
Please welcome a Tony winner for Barnum and nominee tonight, along with his co-star from the Three Penny Opera, Jim Dale and Anna Gasteyer.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. Set in London, our second nominee for Best Revival of a Musical spins the tale of Macheath, an outlaw known as Mac the Knife.
This deliciously dark reimagination of Bertolt Brecht and Kurt Weill's classic is wrapped in leather for your protection.
So now, Alan Cummings, Cyndi Lauper, and one of the most wonderful casts on Broadway, the Threepenny Opera.
So long ago, her soul and mine entwined. We shared all things together happily. I used my mind and I protected her. She used her body and supported me. To be poor is an illness, and this was the cure. So when a customer appeared, I'd leave our bed. I'd go outside and I'd have pears and cheese and bread. And when he paid, then he could have a snack. Well, I'd say, if you liked it, please come back. And then you'd wash beneath the golden dome. of that cold brothel you and I called home.
For half a year, his soul and mine entwined. He touched me sweetly with a lover's touch. And when the cash was gone, he said, "We'll say a ring. We have to eat, my love, so please don't cry too much. A ring, who needs it? We wanted to survive." And I remember once I said, "But that's not fair." He knocked me down and slapped my face and pulled my hair. Then later on, one time he hit me with a stick, and I laid down because I felt quite sick. So life was sweet beneath that golden dome of that cold brothel where we made our home.
And in those days, so very long ago, things weren't as sad and grim as they are now.
It's true, we made love only in the day.
By night, the farmer's girl had to pull the plow. It wasn't normal, but we could still play.
Then I got pregnant, and by you, you will agree.
So when we always sit on top of me,
Because he didn't want to hurt our little child.
but then it died one night in May and she went wild.
We said goodbye in June beneath the dome
Of that cold brothel which we called our home.
Still to come, Oprah Winfrey and Glenn Close. And up next, Tony winner Christine Ebersole with John Tartaglia and Rod from Avenue Q. Plus, special presentations by Essie Patha Murkison, Stanley Tucci, and Brian Stokes Mitchell with the Lifetime Achievement Award when the 60th Annual Tony Awards returns on CBS.
Cadillac congratulates the winner of the Tony Award for Best Performance by a Featured Actress in a Musical. On the road and on the stage, breakthrough performances always rise to the top. Cadillac, breakthrough.
On September 18th, a chorus line will take its place back in the heart of Broadway. The one and only way to get tickets now is with your American Express card.
Technology has made your morning easier. Why not your shave? The Philips Norelco Smart Touch XL is designed to shave more, with 3 shaving rings in each shaving head. And it stays on your neck, so even tricky hairs are cut. Make every stroke count.
Here's to men, to guys who want to take longer drives with fewer pit stops. And here's to Flomax. It's approved to treat male urinary symptoms due to BPH, also called an enlarged prostate. In 1 week, Flomax may help symptoms like going often, going urgently, weak stream, frequently waking up at night to go. Ask your doctor if symptoms are from BPH, not prostate cancer. Common side effects of Flomax are runny nose, dizziness, and decrease in semen. Upon standing, a sudden decrease in blood pressure may occur, rarely resulting in fainting. So when starting Flomax, avoid situations where injury could result. To learn more, call 866-4FLOMAX. Ask your doctor. Flomax could make a difference in 1 week.
Be undeniably you. LensCrafters Unconditional Happiness Guarantee gives you up to 30 days to decide. Wear them. Change them. Love them. Or your money back. LensCrafters. You'll see. We're better.
Between now and the time you serve it, keep the food as fresh as it can be. Only Sub-Zero has dual refrigeration, preserving food's goodness longer. And that is why the people who know fresh food best give Sub-Zero such enthusiastic approval.
The home side has something going now, and the crowd is loving it.
Pete Herman brought his glass into the kitchen and put it in the dishwasher. Give that guy a Klondike bar.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
The 60th Annual Tony Awards will continue here on CBS.
CBS presents the story of 7 women, the real housewives.
I have to go.
You're gonna go cook me breakfast?
No.
The real moms.
No fights on the bed.
They're real desperate.
You guys talk about divorce?
I know I'm not the only woman who's trying to find herself.
And we could never script the drama in their lives.
You let my dog eat your ring. You're digging through the poop.
Introducing the official guilty pleasure of summer.
It is a secret.
First rule of book club, you don't talk about book club.
The Tuesday Night Book Club. Series premiere, CBS Tuesday.
Dave's all new with Paris Hilton. Tomorrow on The Late Show.
Beware of those who speak in euphemisms.
You've presented some very challenging ideas.
Translation, I'm scared of your thinking.
I don't mean to be a fly in the ointment.
Translation, your idea is about to die a slow, miserable death. At BMW, ideas are everything. And as an independent company, we make sure great ideas live on to become ultimate driving machines.
Do things right the first time. For all the help you need from start to finish. Step 1, Osh.
Mercury Insurance has lowered the cost of growing up. We offer some of the lowest teen driver rates in California, which means that you'll have a little extra for the ones that you love. Call us today to see how much we can save you. Mercury Insurance, going the extra mile for you. Click on mercuryinsurance.com or call 888-4Mercury.
What are you doing?
Getting ready for my test.
A test? What subject?
Cholesterol.
Are you nervous?
Well, last time I didn't do so great.
You?
Yeah, but I'm getting extra help.
Cheerios is the only leading cold cereal proven to lower cholesterol.
Grandpa, I hope you score 100 on your test.
Well, I'm shooting for something like 190.
Tonight at 11, dead pets order dug up after a cemetery loses its lease.
Please welcome 2 Tony nominees, Essie Patha-Murkison and Stanley Tucci.
The nominees for Best Play have been authored by 4 of today's most perceptive playwrights.
It is our pleasure to present this year's engrossing nominated works.
Set in Northern England classroom during the mid-1980s, Alan Bennett's cuttingly funny story of the History Boys concerns a teacher and his unruly boys who seek a place at the university. At stake are the relationships of the teacher, his peers, and his students, and the unsettling secret they all share.
Child, I am your teacher. Whatever I do in this room is a token of my trust. I'm in your hands.
Placed in 1993 on a rocky island in County Galway, Martin McDonagh's Lieutenant of Inishmore is a scorchingly black comedy about political terrorism. A brutal Irish Liberation Army enforcer with an obsessive attachment to his beloved cat goes on a murderous spree of revenge.
So this is Wee Thomas, is it?
It is. We think.
Well, hello there, Wee Thomas. It's nice to be seeing you again after all this time.
A suburban New York home is the setting for David Lindsay Abair's Rabbit Hole, which gracefully examines a family's tragedy with humor, pathos, and insight. A young couple's marriage is turned upside down as they try to cope with the accidental death of their child.
At some point, it becomes bearable. Turns into something you can crawl out from under and carry around like a brick in your pocket.
Situated in Dublin, Conor McPherson's Shining City tells the story of a man who seeks counseling when he sees the ghost of his recently deceased wife. The unusual encounter becomes a desperate struggle between the living and the dead, which deeply affects both men for the rest of their lives.
I've seen her.
Sorry, you've seen her?
I've seen her in the house. She's been in the house.
You've?
Yeah.
Those are the thought-provoking nominees for Best Play 2006.
We'll find out which of these inspiring new works will take home the Tony later in tonight's show.
Please welcome the star of Grey Gardens, a Tony winner for 42nd Street, Christine Ebersole, and a Tony nominee for Avenue Q, John Tartaglia and Rod.
Sweet frozen fudgesicles. It's Christine Ebersole from 42nd Street. Oh, I love you, Christine.
Oh, well, thank you. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hi, I'm Rod. I'm a puppet, and I'm also a Republican.
A Republican puppet. That rings a bell.
You're too much, Christine. You charmer, you. Oh, Christine, this is such a thrill for me to be here because, you know, I live for musicals. I mean, the lights, the costumes, Alan Cumming. Call me.
The nominees for Best Performance by a Featured Actor in a Musical are Danny Burstein, The Drowsy Chaperone,
Jim Dale, The Threepenny Opera.
Brandon Victor Dixon, The Color Purple,
Manuel Feliciano, Sweeney Todd.
and Christian Hoff, Jersey Boys. And the 2000...
Oh, no, Christine, can I do it? Please, it would mean the world to me. Please, please, it's everything I've ever wanted. Except for Alan Cumming.
I've never been this close to a Republican puppet.
It's exciting for both of us. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
The 2006 Tony Award goes to Christian Hoff.
Christian Hoff wins his first Tony Award for his compelling portrayal of Tommy DeVito in the musical Jersey Boys.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Papa, this is for us. He died when he was 52. He immigrated to this country in 1961, the year Sherry broke, and he met my mom working at Saks Fifth Avenue. And as a proud first-generation American, I celebrate this story every night with my man, Tommy DeVito, who gave me the shoes to fill and the heart and soul of a king, warts and all. Nobody's perfect. This is a perfect story, though, thanks to Des McAnuff, Marshall Brickman, and Rick Ellis. Yeah. Without which, we wouldn't be able to weave this intricate story in this iconic music that we get to play every night. I thank my wife, Melissa Hoff, for coming to me and saving me and being there as a mother for my children. Our new baby in her womb right now. Hi, baby. And Lord, I thank you for bringing me back home to Broadway, and thank you for welcoming me. God bless Broadway. Thank you.
Please welcome a Tony winner for Kiss Me Kate, Brian Stokes Mitchell.
Thank you, friends. Thank you. Good evening. 1 year after the Tony Awards were established, Hal Prince began his Broadway career as an intern for the legendary director, playwright, and producer George Abbott. He learned from the best and learned fast. Soon, Hal found early success producing The Pajama Game and building a distinguished career marked with the most memorable shows on Broadway. As producer, his many hits include West Side Story, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, Fiddler on the Roof, and Damn Yankees. Cabaret was his first major triumph as producer and director. And as director, he's known for his breathtaking productions of Sweeney Todd, Evita, Kiss of the Spider-Woman, The Phantom of the Opera, and his revolutionary rethinking of Showboat. Tonight, to go with his 20 Tonys, we are delighted to present the Lifetime Achievement Tony Award to Hal Prince, who is currently in Las Vegas mounting a new production of Phantom.
Thank you for this honor, and thank you for letting me work most of my adult life on Broadway. I've had my successes, which have flopped at the box office, my humiliating misfires, and some shows that have run for which I'm extremely grateful. I've also had decades of working with the most brilliant creative artists in the American theater. I'm a lucky guy.
Now, in honor of Hal Prince, from his production, which this year became the longest-running show in Broadway history, please welcome Howard McGillin, The Phantom of the Opera.
Floating, falling, sweet intoxication, touch. Let your darker side give in to the power of the music that I write. Help me make the music of the night.
Coming up, Julia Roberts presents the award to the leading actor. Will it be Ralph Fiennes, Richard Griffiths, Željko Ivanek, Oliver Platt, or David Wilmot? Find out next when the 60th Annual Tony Awards returns on CBS.
Cadillac congratulates the winner of the Tony Award for Best Performance by a Featured Actor in a Musical. On the road and on the stage, breakthrough performances always rise to the top. Cadillac, breakthrough.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Crystal Room is proud to present the club debut of America's newest recording stars, The Dreams.
Every man has his own special dream, and your dream is just about to come true. Life's not as bad as it may seem if you open your eyes to what's in front of you. We are dreamers, boys, we'll make it happy. Yeah, 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 we are dreamers, boys, we'll always care. Dreamers will never leave you, and all you've got to do is dream. All you got to do is dream. Just dream, baby, baby. We'll be there.
Keeping a team of rowdy 20-year-olds in check, Bill is a formidable man. But he was no match for something smaller than a bead of sweat. It KO'd him so fast he didn't even see it coming. It was a clot. Like Bill, if you've been hospitalized with heart-related chest pain or a certain type of heart attack, what doctors call ACS, chances are you've had a clot. But now, Bill's doctor is helping increase Bill's protection against heart attack and stroke by putting Bill on Plavix. Plavix, in combination with aspirin and other heart medicines, helps provide greater protection against heart attack and stroke than aspirin and other heart medicines alone by helping keep blood platelets from sticking together and forming clots.
If you have a stomach ulcer or other condition that causes bleeding, you shouldn't use Plavix. When taking Plavix alone or with some medicines, including aspirin, the risk of bleeding may increase. To minimize this risk, talk to your doctor before taking aspirin or other medicines with Plavix. Additional rare but serious side effects could occur.
Ask your doctor about Plavix today, because no matter how formidable you are, you're no match for a dangerous clot.
Reservations at hard-to-get-into restaurants. Just one of the many benefits of Visa Signature, the rewards card that rewards you for living.
Out of ink?
Yeah, don't worry. The ink fairy will come tonight and leave us $3.
Or you could just use the easy button.
Like that's real.
Get $3 off your total in-store or online purchase. Staples. That was easy.
What you looking at?
Are we under attack?
One explosion does not make an attack. This could have been a test, could have been an accident.
We have our frequencies, sir, but outside it's like there's no one there.
Look, I know you're telling people it was an accident, but if it was an attack, you might not want the wrong people knowing that Jericho is still here.
My most memorable Tony moment for me was when I actually won. I remember running down the aisle and leaping up when I received my Tonys.
Most of all, I'd like to say God bless you, the people and the public, and let's keep on keeping on.
Thank you, Tony. You've been good to me.
Please welcome two Tony winners. From 1947, Patricia Neal, and from 2005, Bill Irwin.
On Easter Sunday, April 6, 1947, Patricia Neal was awarded the very first Tony for Outstanding Newcomer in a Play. And now, Patricia, I'm going to say something unscripted.
What?
You have every right to look at me that way.
I want to.
Everyone backstage is talking about the fact that in 1947, after you were awarded your Tony, it was soon stolen from you. Is this true?
Yes, thank you for mentioning it.
Well, I would love
men.
I would love to say that the thief has come forward, but in fact, I have the great honor, on behalf of the American Theater Wing, of awarding you a replacement Tony on this night.
Ah! What joy!
It's right here.
Oh my God! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Isn't that joy? Thank you so much.
And now,
everybody's standing up.
They're coming up, Patricia.
I thank you. Thank you.
It's all yours.
The two artists who won the best performance by a leading actress in a play that night were Ingrid Bergman and Helen Hayes. Not a bad start. Since then, Audrey Hepburn, Julie Harris, Joan Allen, and, I can't do it, Felicia Rashad.
Felicia Rashad, our Felicia
I'm
Rashad.
sorry about that. It worked on a little time and again.
You got it.
Are among the many talented women who have been recognized by the award.
Tonight's nominees are Kate Burton in The Constant Wife, Judy Kaye in Souvenir, Lisa Crone in Well, Cynthia Nixon in Rabbit Hole,
Who's the name?
and Lynn Redgrave in The Constant Wife. Madam, you do the honors.
I will if you hold my
I will
award.
hold your...
I'm very happy. Now, how do I open? I think it's pluck or something, isn't it? Oh, it's easy. Well, the Tony goes to Cynthia Nixon.
Cynthia Nixon wins her first Tony playing the part of Becca in the drama Rabbit Hole. She was also nominated for Featured Actress in 1995 for Indiscretions.
Thank you so much. David Lindsay-Abaire wrote a play about the nature of inconsolable grief that was so understated and nuanced that it actually seemed to breathe on the page. And Dan Sullivan took that play and taught it to walk and talk so perfectly that he made you believe that you were watching real life and not a play at all. I was one of the 5 actors lucky enough to appear in that production, and that is why I'm getting this now. I want to thank David and Dan and the 4 incredibly talented and all-around wonderful actors that were in the play with me, the crew, the designers, Manhattan Theater Club, and Emily Gerson-Sains, who has represented me with unfailing intelligence and unwavering devotion for the last 15 years. I cannot tell you what it means to get a Tony to a theater junkie such as myself. You have made me so, so happy tonight. Thank you so much.
Please welcome Academy Award winner, currently on Broadway in 3 Days of Rain, Julia Roberts.
I just want to take this opportunity to say that you people are insanely talented people. At the very first Tony ceremony, Jose Ferrer and Frederick March both took the award for Best Performance by a Leading Actor in a Play. This year, the nominees are Ralph Fiennes in Faith Healer, Richard Griffiths in The History Boys, Željko Ivanek in The Caine Mutiny Court Martial, Oliver Platt in Shining City, and David Wilmot in The Lieutenant of Inishmore. The American Theater Wing's Tony Award goes to Richard Griffiths, The History Boys.
Richard Griffiths takes home the Tony for leading actor in a play in his Broadway debut for his skillful handling of the role of Hector in the play The History Boys.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is astounding. I used to be a member of the Royal Shakespeare Company. Then I joined the Royal National Theatre Company. We don't do the Royal anymore. And I have never, in all those years, been able to address with a single sweep of my arm 6,000 human beings. It's very gratifying. I'm mindful, I must offer commiserations to my fellow nominees. I happen to know all of them. They're all terrific guys. And it just pains me, you know, because actually this is remarkable because without the creative talents of Alan Bennett, Nick Heitner, a fantastic cast, a production team, stage crew, and great directors like Bob Boyett and Bill Haber, and above all, my wife, who actually persuaded me not to quit the show. Boy, what a clever idea that seems at this moment. You know, I mean, without that, I would simply not be here. And so my thanks to them and all of them with all my heart, because without them, this wouldn't be possible. This, by the way, I've been trying to think of something. There's a line in the play, not actually an original Mr. Bennett line, but he won't mind. It's somebody else's. It's one of your people's lines, a chap called Mr. Walt Whitman, who said, "The want untold, by life and land ne'er granted. Now, voyager, sail thou forth to seek and find." So I did, and I have. Thank you. Good night.
Welcome one of the stars of the revival of the Pajama Game, Michael McKean, along with the star of the original production, Janice Page.
I'm so happy to be here, I can't stand it.
You can stand it.
The original Tony Award-winning production of the Pajama Game opened on Broadway, and I can't believe this, 52 years ago. I don't know where the time went. It was set in the sleep-tight pajama factory. John Raitt played Sid, the new superintendent, who falls in love with Babe, played by me. But their romance suffers a setback when the workers demand a 7.5-cent hourly pay increase.
5 decades later, Babe and Sid still fall for each other. The workers still want their money, and the heart of the show endures. In a performance from our 3rd nominated musical revival, here are Tony nominees Harry Connick Jr., Kelly O'Hara, Megan Lawrence, and the cast of The Pajama Game.
What a woman, I'll tell ya. Sit down. There once was a man who loved a woman. She was the one who slew the dragon for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as he. But me, hey, I love you more.
she. Oh, but me, I love you more. My love's meteoric, it's merely historic. A whirlwind, a cyclone on wheels. It rocks my whole solar plexus. It's bigger than Texas. I just can't tell you how it feels.
There was a man.
There was a woman. There was a man.
She was the one
He was the
dragon
one that
forth. They say that nobody ever loved as much as he. But me, I love you more. But me, I love you more.
Three times and whisper low that you and I were sent by Joe. Then strike a match and you will know you're in Fernando's hideaway. Ole!
I know a dark's a pretty place. Place where no one knows your face. A glass of wine, fast embraces tall. Oh, you see your silhouettes and all you hear are castanets. You never know how late it gets. Not at.
Just not 3 times and whisper low that you and I were sent by Joe. A match and you will know you're in Fernando's hideaway. You're in Fernando's hideaway. You're in Fernando's hideaway.
Ole.
Up next, best revival of a musical. Plus, David Hyde Pierce, Marsha Gay Harden, Oprah Winfrey, and a special presentation by James Earl Jones, Cynthia Nixon, and Alfre Woodard when the Tony Awards returns on CBS.
Some sinus medicines treat congestion, but not pain. New Tylenol Sinus is different. It combines the pure pain relief of Tylenol with powerful sinus medicine. Stop. Think. Tylenol Sinus.
Love them back with Caesar. Gourmet entrees in 15 delicious flavors like filet mignon. Caesar, it's canine cuisine.
I am holding half an acre, torn from the map of Michigan. I am carrying this scrap of paper that can crack the darkest sky wide open. Every burden taken from me, every night my heart unfolding, my heart.
When it's people who do the right thing, they call it being responsible. When it's an insurance company,
They call it Liberty Mutual. Responsibility. What's your policy? Liberty Mutual.
Exclusive discounts at spas. Just one of the many benefits of Visa Signature, the rewards card that rewards you for living.
The 60th Annual Tony Awards will continue here on CBS.
Monday, what happened to Kristen Smart? A decade after she mysteriously disappeared, her father is determined to find his daughter. Get the story behind this real-life cold case on The Early Show.
They raised our hopes, lifted our spirits, and made us stand up and cheer. They are the 100 most inspiring movies of all time.
The luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Hollywood's biggest stars count down AFI's 100 Years, 100 Cheers. New special CBS Wednesday.
How I Met Your Mother, Monday on CBS, America's most watched network.
On April 6, an LR-3 navigated a plane from Nice to Corsica. And with seating for up to 7 full-sized adults, dynamic stability control, and patented terrain response system, where it goes next is entirely up to you. Designed for the extraordinary, the LR-3 by Land Rover.
The Earth expedition has made contact with the Supreme One, who grants the white miracle liquid that helps rebuild muscle and promote healthy hair.
And there's no chance of failure?
None. The scientists are well equipped.
Dairi, I love what you've done with the place. Give us the Wonder Tonic. Dairi, I love your fashion sense. May we have some Wonder Tonic now?
Got milk?
Got $1 in my pocket. Gonna spend it on you. I know it's not much, dear, but it'll have to do.
The green burrito taco salad at Carl's Jr. Because you can't have burgers all the time.
Tonight at 11, a male stripper murdered at a bachelorette party.
Leslie Uggam in Hallelujah, Baby.
When they announced my name at the Tony Awards, I was shocked. As I went up to the stage, I thought of everybody that I wanted to thank.
You have anything to say to me?
Unfortunately, I never got to say anything.
Do your feet hurt?
No. Because Groucho Marx did so many comedy shticks that they ran out of time.
I don't know where my feet are right now, but I just want to
You want me to look?
everybody. And all I got was my Tony, and I had to walk off the stage.
Please welcome last year's Tony winners for Best Actress and Best Actor in a Musical. From The Light in the Piazza, Victoria Clark, and Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Norbert Leo Butz.
Earlier tonight, before you at home showed up at our little black tie clam bake here, we had the pleasure of presenting some awards to some of the folks who make a vital contribution to a show.
And so it's our pleasure to share with you the names and faces of our recipients, along with the winner of a special Tony. A special Tony Award was presented to Sarah Jones, author and star of Bridge and Tunnel, in which she plays more than a dozen characters.
Most importantly, thank you, Meryl Streep. She told me 3 years ago that she would amplify my voice any way she could.
And the Tony Award for Best Orchestrations went to Sarah Travis, Sweeney Todd.
The journey's been challenging, a bit scary, but always fulfilling.
And the Tony Award for Best Lighting Design of a Play went to Mark Henderson, The History Boys.
And the Tony Award for Best Lighting Design of a Musical went to Howell Binkley, Jersey Boys.
Jersey Boys has just been an incredible adventure for, I think, everybody.
And the Tony Award for Best Costume Design of a Play went to Catherine Zuber, Awake and Sing.
To all the Tony voters, thank you so much.
And the Tony Award for Best Costume Design of a Musical went to Greg Barnes, The Drowsy Chaperone.
I just want to tell you all that it's been the most spectacular experience of my career.
And the Tony Award for Best Scenic Design of a Play went to Bob Crowley, The History Boys.
Thank you very much. You're very generous indeed. But between you and me, I should have won it for the other one.
And the Tony Award for Best Scenic Design of a Musical went to David Gallo, The Drowsy Chaperone.
I'd also like to thank every teacher that I've ever had, all of them, which includes probably many of the people in this room.
Please welcome a star who makes her Broadway debut tomorrow night in the revival of Chicago, Rita Wilson, and two-time Tony winner, star of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Jonathan Pryce.
Since the early days of Broadway, musicals of the past were periodically brought back to the stage, merely to pump new blood into lost or forgotten shows.
Today's revivals are often more experimental in their process, taking a fresh approach and infusing the original material with innovative ideas.
The nominees for Best Revival of a Musical are The Pajama Game, Sweeney Todd, The Threepenny Opera,
And the Tony Award goes to The Pajama Game.
Accepting the award for The Pajama Game, producer Todd Haynes.
Wow. Well, on behalf of my partners at Roundabout, Harold Wolpert and Julia Levy, and our associates on this production, Jeffrey Richards, Jimmy Falden, and Scott Landis, we'd like to thank, first of all, our authors, Richard Adler, the Coulter family, the Bissell family, Peter Ackerman, Joy Abbott, our great general manager, Sidney Beers, and casting director, Jim Carnahan, Anne-Marie Wilkins for all of her support, our incredible board of directors at the Roundabout Theater and the Roundabout staff for making all of our productions possible. This brilliant, brilliant cast standing behind us here tonight, the best cast on Broadway. Our design team, and three very special people. First, our leading lady and one of the brightest stars on Broadway, Kelly O'Hara. Next, a lovely and talented man making one of the most extraordinary Broadway debuts in recent history, Harry Connick Jr. And last, but certainly not least, the real reason all of us have the pleasure of standing up here tonight to accept this award for Best Revival, the woman who deserves all the credit, our director and our choreographer, Kathleen Marshall. Thank you.
Please welcome Emmy winner and Academy Award nominee, Alfre Woodard.
This past year saw the loss of two of Broadway's most influential playwrights of the last quarter century, August Wilson and Wendy Wasserstein. Originating the role of Troy Maxson in August Wilson's Tony-winning Fences was Tony winner James Earl Jones.
Like you live in my house, sleep your behind on my bedclothes, fill your belly up with my food, 'cause you're my son. You're my flesh and blood, not because I like you, 'cause it's my duty to take care of you. I owe a responsibility to you.
August said, the specifics of the play are about Black America, but the commonalities of culture are universal.
Troy was affected by love, honor, beauty, betrayal, and duty, the things that transcend race. To him, death ain't nothing but a fast ball on the outside corner. Troy was in the batter's box when he died, and as August left us, he too was still in the batter's box.
When Wendy Wasserstein's The Heidi Chronicles took the Tony for Best Play, it marked the first time a woman won the award by herself. Cynthia Nixon appeared in the original cast.
Well, I've never been what I would call a happy girl, but I have a daughter. And there's a chance, Scoop, that your son will meet my daughter on a plane over Chicago. And he'll never tell her it's either or, baby. And she'll never think she's worthless unless he lets her have it all. And maybe, just maybe, things will get better. And yes, that does make me happy.
Wendy spoke for a generation of bright, ambitious women who were disillusioned by romantic ideals about life.
Her sharp, comic writing resonated with everyone who longs for companionship yet strives for independence. She invented roles for women that were witty and smart, while at the same time serious and self-reflective.
The passing of these two gifted chroniclers of our time is felt far beyond the footlights of Broadway. Their contribution is immeasurable.
We will miss a great many members of our community who have gone on this year.
So, in true theater tradition, let's dim the marquee lights to honor just a few of the talented partners whose collaboration shall be missed.
Cholesterol. It can come from fettuccine Alfredo, but also from your Grandpa Alfredo, from barbecue ribs, and from your Aunt Barbie. A healthy diet is important. When that's not enough, adding Vytorin can help. Cholesterol comes from two sources, food and family. Vytorin treats two sources. Only Vytorin helps block the absorption of cholesterol from food and reduces the cholesterol your body makes naturally based on family history. Vytorin was also proven in clinical studies to lower bad cholesterol more than Lipitor alone. Vytorin is not for everyone, including people with liver problems, women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant. Unexplained muscle pain or weakness could be a sign of a rare but serious side effect. Vytorin may interact with other medicines or certain foods, increasing your risk of getting this serious side effect. Simple blood tests are needed to check for liver problems. So eat right, stay active. But if that's not enough, ask your doctor about adding Vytorin. Two sources of cholesterol. Treat them both with Vytorin.
No matter what you love, all you need is a Chase Rewards card. Everybody loves to earn free rewards. Find the card you'll love at ChooseChase.com.
I mean, is there anything they don't charge you for these days? Every time I make a trade, big commissions. Buy a few mutual funds, bam. I mean, just having an account in the first place, cha-ching. Pretty soon, you'll get a bill just for walking past their office.
The 60th Annual Tony Awards will continue here on CBS.
Real moms, real wives, real desperate.
Oh my goodness.
Meet the real women of the Tuesday Night Book Club.
Like you have sex with men other than your husband?
Are you clueless?
My husband has a bit of an addiction problem. We're just trying to put everything back together. I know I'm not the only woman who's trying to find herself because she put her family first. I'm still waiting for my sex life to kick in, and I'm a newlywed.
Join the club, the Tuesday Night Book Club. Series premieres CBS Tuesday.
Dave's All New with Paris Hilton tomorrow on The Late Show.
I wanna walk up the side of the mountain. I wanna walk down the other side of the mountain.
The all-new 50-mile-per-gallon Civic Hybrid from Honda. It'll reverse your thinking.
I've always loved you. Always. Eternity. Calvin Klein. Timeless fragrances for men and women.
For Father's Day, your free gift at the Calvin Klein Men's Fragrance Counter at Macy's. Way to shop.
Everyone loves fajitas and pizza. Get them together. Introducing Papa John's new Sizzlin' Fajita Pizza. Onions, peppers, and a new Southwestern pizza sauce. Choose marinated steak or grilled chicken and get a large Sizzlin' Fajita Pizza for $11.99. $11.99. Fajita! And play 100 Sizzlin' Days of Summer at papajohns.com for a chance to win a Chrysler Crossfire.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Fajita!
The all-new 197 horsepower Civic Si from Honda. It'll reverse your thinking.
I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lisa Siegel. Coming up after the Tonys on CBS 2 News at 11, former Tony winner Liza Minnelli is honored in L.A., and we are there.
Plus, it's Pet Cemetery controversy. 1,000 dead pets about to be dug up after a pet cemetery loses its lease.
And a male stripper is murdered at a bachelorette party. It's a CBS 2 News exclusive.
There's some drizzle for the morning commute, but the 5-day has some sunshine and warmer temperatures. I'll have your forecast coming up tonight.
Also, a boat made famous in a Doris Day movie sinks off the California coast. Now the glass-bottom boat is at the bottom.
Please welcome an Academy Award-winning actress, Tony-nominated for Angels in America, along with the star last seen in Spamalot, Marcia Gay Harden and David Hyde Pierce.
Tony winner Terrence McNally advised fellow playwrights that it's time for them to reclaim the theater. He said, "Write plays that matter, speak from the heart about the things that matter most. If a play isn't worth dying for, maybe it isn't worth writing."
This year's authors nominated for Best Play have dug deep within themselves for subjects that are mesmerizing, relevant, and fresh.
Once again, the nominees are The History Boys, The Lieutenant of Inishmore, Rabbit Hole, Shining City,
And the American Theater Wing's Tony Award goes to The History Boys.
Accepting the award for The History Boys, author Alan Bennett and producer Bob Boyett.
Thank you very much. When we were told we were going to Broadway, we were a bit nervous about the response and whether the play would mean anything really over here. But the audiences have been so generous and open-hearted, they've surpassed anything we could have hoped for. And on behalf of everybody to do with the play, not least the boys who've made it as much their play as it is mine, thank you all very, very much. Thank you.
It's a real honor just to be here with Alan Bennett. He wrote a brilliant play. Nick Heitner directed with great precision and passion and wit. It's a remarkable cast. We've had a wonderful time sharing this experience with a great team from the National Theater. And we're particularly grateful to Nick Heitner and all the people at the National who helped to make this possible. I'd also like to thank Bill Haber and this great group of producers who's joined us not only on this show, but on other presentations from the National Theater. Thank you very much, Tony voters.
Please welcome an Academy Award-nominated actress who's now a Tony-nominated producer, Oprah Winfrey.
When Alice Walker's novel, The Color Purple, was first published in 1983, it won the Pulitzer Prize and instantly captured the hearts of millions of readers. I was one of them. When Steven Spielberg and Quincy Jones asked me to play Sophia in the film, that was a life-changing dream come true for me. And now the Broadway musical of The Color Purple is bringing generations from all around the world together to experience this beloved story in a way that could only happen via the magic of the theater. My fellow producers and I, along with our entire cast, are humbled by the overwhelming response each week from people who say that their lives have been profoundly affected by this musical. I am very honored to be here tonight to celebrate Broadway and the 60th anniversary of the Tony Awards, and to introduce the extraordinary cast of The Color Purple. And I have to tell you, it's a real thrill for me because they've invited me to start things off with Sophia's classic line, "You told Harpo to beat me."
I'm sorry. I love Harpo. God knows I do. But I'll kill him dead before I let him or anybody beat me. I feel sorry for you, to tell you the truth. You remind me of my mama under your husband's thumb. Now, you under your husband's foot, what he say goes. Why you so scared? I'll never know. But if a man raised his hand, hell no. Hell no. Girl, child ain't safe in a family of men. Sick and tired how a woman still live like a slave. Oh, you better learn how to fight back while you still alive. You show them, girl, and beat back that jive. 'Cause when a man just don't give a damn, hell no. Hell no.
Coming up, Bernadette Peters and James Naughton present the award to the leading actress in a musical. Will it be Sutton Foster, LaChanze, Patti LuPone, Kelly O'Hara, or Cheetah Rivera? Find out next when the 60th Annual Tony Awards returns on CBS.
Are you at home trying to sleep, but your mind is still at the office? Reviewing tomorrow's agenda, charting out the future? Maybe it's time for you to be the boss. Ask your doctor about Lunesta. Even if you've never thought of taking a prescription sleep aid before, Lunesta is non-narcotic and approved for long-term use. And Lunesta can help you get a full night's sleep at last. Lunesta works quickly, so take it right before bed. Of course, do not use sleep medicines for extended periods without first talking to your doctor. Be sure you have at least 8 hours to devote to sleep before becoming active. Until you know how you'll react to Lunesta, you should not drive or operate machinery. Do not take Lunesta with alcohol. Most sleep medicines carry some risk of dependency. Side effects may include unpleasant taste, headache, drowsiness, and dizziness. For a great night's sleep, leave the rest to Lunesta. Ask your doctor.
Why bother with wimpy bargain bags when you could have hefty Ultraflex bags? Hefty. They're puncture resistant and 20% thicker. Hefty Ultraflex bags.
Part of you wants relief from the turmoil of menopausal symptoms. Part of you doesn't know how to get it. Visit nomenopause.com because part of you isn't clear on the differences between non-prescription and prescription medications. All of you wants to learn what works. Check out nomenopause.com.
Back in 1970, we didn't know about a World Wide Web. Was a whole different game being played. That's when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way? Picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groovy long hair. Just a walking in style with a portable CD player. No, you would listen to the music on the AM radio. Yeah, you could hear the music on the AM radio.
Will your favorites be back? Big Brother All-Stars, America's Vote. CBS Wednesday, June 21st.
For Bobby, life is perfect.
Business or heading home?
Except that his perfect life
Business, all business.
is a perfect lie.
$2 million, the usual split.
How was your trip?
Good, I closed the deal.
AFI's 100 Most Inspiring Movies, CBS Wednesday.
LA's fastest growing late news is now LA's #1 late news. CBS 2 News at 11 p.m. The leader with aggressive, hard-hitting investigations.
Don't point it at me.
More resources than anyone else for late-breaking stories.
Breaking news tonight in downtown LA.
Murder suspect died in a...
Unmatched local coverage from people you know. Paul Majors, Laura Diaz, Jim Hill, and Johnny Mountain. CBS 2 News at 11 p.m. Thanks to you, LA's #1 late news.
What would you change about your full-size truck?
More space in the back seat.
More headroom.
Definitely more space.
A bigger cab. You have to use a little more cab space, especially in the back.
It could use some extra space. It's a little tight back there.
Just make it bigger.
We couldn't change their trucks, so we introduced ours, the full-size Nissan Titan. Ruggedly equipped at $30,805 at your Nissan dealer now.
I love the back seat. Room.
There's a lot more room. What do you think?
I think it's my next truck.
Hunger no longer boils within me like water in heated pot.
I concur. Well done, my friend.
Truly a paradox. So much for so little.
With plenty to eat and friends with which to share. I am truly rich.
Master the dining arts with McDonald's Juicy Double Cheeseburger. 2 100% pure beef patties and melted American cheese. And it's just $1 on the dollar menu.
Tonight at 11, dead pets order dug up after a cemetery loses its lease.
Please welcome a 3-time Tony winner for The Real Thing, Death and the Maiden, and Sunset Boulevard, Glenn Close, with the 1954 Tony-winning featured actor in a musical, Harry Belafonte.
Broadway has produced 60 years of treasured Tony-winning performances by leading actors in musicals. The roll call is staggering. From Ray Bolger, Rex Harrison, and Zero Mostel to Jerry Orbach, Gregory Hines, and Nathan Lane. Their performances never fail to captivate and transport theatergoers into the exciting world of their characters.
Throughout the past season, our nominees have lived every actor's dream, connecting with an audience and forming a partnership on common ground. Through their unique interpretations, they help suspend awareness of reality and create a new truth within the walls of the theater and the hearts and memories of their viewers.
The nominees are Michael Cerveris in Sweeney Todd, Harry Connick Jr. in The Pajama Game,
Stephen Lynch in The Wedding Singer, Robert Martin in The Chair in The Drowsy Chaperone, and John Lloyd Young in Jersey Boy.
And the 2006 Tony Award goes to
John Lloyd Young, Jersey Boy.
In his Broadway debut, John Lloyd Young takes home the Tony for his energetic portrayal of Frankie Valli.
Thank you. I have something else in common with Christian Hoff tonight besides this. I also lost a parent. My mother died of cystic fibrosis before I knew her. I was 2 years old, and I don't remember her. I do remember, though, when it was just my father and me, before he met the woman who would become the mother who raised me, before my younger sister, Jillian. It was just the two of us, and he was my whole world. He was an officer in the Air Force, and I always wanted to be an actor, and that put us at odds at certain points. But my girlfriend Allison assures me that my struggles were probably harder on him than they ever were on me. So I'm very, very proud to share this with my father. Dad, we're among 6,000 people tonight, but for some reason I'm remembering that first early struggle that we got through together, and somehow it feels like it's just the two of us again. Thank you.
Please welcome a 2-time Tony winner for Song and Dance and Annie Get Your Gun, and a 2-time Tony-winning actor for City of Angels in Chicago, Bernadette Peters and James Naughton.
Throughout the night, we've heard about just a few of the performers from the last 60 years whose lives were changed when they earned the distinction Tony winner. Applause from an audience is immediate validation of your work, which we love, but earning a Tony is validation from the community, which we love.
We do. Some exceptional women with triumphant careers in musicals are among those recognized by the Tonys, including Angela Lansbury, Carol Channing, Mary Martin, Ethel Merman, Donna Murphy, and of course, the beautiful and talented Bernadette Peters. And tonight, we'll add to that illustrious list.
The nominees for Best Performance by a Leading Actress in a Musical are Sutton Foster in The Drowsy Chaperone, LaChanze in The Color Purple,
Patti LuPone in Sweeney Todd. Kelly O'Hara in The Pajama Game. And Chita Rivera in Chita Rivera, The Dancer's Life.
and the American Theater Wing's Tony Award goes to LaChanze.
LaChanze earns her first Tony Award for her touching portrayal of Celie in the music The Color Purple.
I want it. I really want it. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, what was I thinking about? All right, I wanted to say, first, I didn't rehearse the speech clearly. I wanted to say first to the brilliant Alice Walker for the courage. Thank you for allowing these characters to come through you and grace us all with this human, powerful story that I get to experience every single night. I want to thank my cast, from the youngest Chauncey to the wisest Lou, for whose shoulders I stand on every night. And the reason I can stand here and accept this, because there's no way I can do this by myself. I love you. You're brilliant. To the creators of The Color Purple, the choreographer, our brilliant choreographer, our brilliant composers that took the challenge to come here and tackle Broadway. It's not easy, but you came. And to everyone else, my loving family, for their support. I love you. I thank you. I want to thank my mother for giving up her space here tonight to stay home and watch my daughters. Thank you, Mommy. I want to thank my daughters who don't quite grasp the idea of what a nomination is. This is what I got now, a trophy. Thank you. And lastly, but definitely very important, I want to thank Oprah Winfrey for bringing this story not only to the country, but to the world. Thank you, Oprah. Thank you, everyone. I love you. Good night. Yeah!
Up next, Julie Andrews presents the award for Best Musical when the 60th Annual Tony Awards returns on CBS.
Cadillac congratulates the winners of the Tony Awards for Best Performance by a Leading Actor and Actress in a Musical. On the road and on the stage, breakthrough performances always rise to the top. Cadillac, breakthrough.
Wow. That's what I was going for.
It's 9 weeks till the wedding. At this point, I'd say yes to just about anything.
Whoa.
No, Barney. What if we do this and it doesn't work out and I'd lose you as a friend?
And great TV was had by all.
See, we got Vonage a couple of months ago. It was easy to install. I mean, I'm not really technical, like, at all, and I did it myself. Look, so I just used our old phone, and it costs less, too. It's just $24.99 a month, and that includes voicemail, call waiting, caller ID, and a lot more at no extra charge. So we just love it.
We're not out to change the world, just the way you talk to it. Sign up now and get your first month free.
Call 1-800-399-1355. High-speed internet connection required.
We're back with the Geico Gecko. So now here's the thing I don't understand. People could save hundreds of dollars on car insurance by switching to Geico.
Right.
So I have to ask, why does Geico even need a talking gecko?
Well, entertainment.
How's that?
Look, you can't just tell people that Geico could save them money. It's true, yes, but it's a bit boring. So you have a little gecko entertain, play a little guitar or whatever. They think they're watching entertaining television, but they're actually watching a commercial.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Being 40 is great, especially when you don't look your age. Give us 12 weeks, we'll give you up to 10 years back. Take the Rock Challenge. Register now at rockchallenge.com. Life begins at 40. Rock, we keep our promises.
Get front-of-the-line access and VIP treatment at the House of Blues from Visa Signature, the rewards card that rewards you for living.
The 60th Annual Tony Awards will continue here on CBS.
I'm Glenn Walker. Tonight at 11, why this is being called a great landing, plus Liza Minnelli, honored in L.A., 1,000 pets ordered dug up. Find out why at 11.
Please welcome Academy Award winner and 3-time Tony-nominated Broadway legend, Julie Andrews.
Good evening. When Alan J. Lerner and Frederick Lowe auditioned their score of My Fair Lady for the wondrous Mary Martin, she is supposed to have said, "Oh, those dear boys have lost their talent." And as we all know, Lerner and Lowe went on to win the Best Tony Musical Award with, as my good fortune would have it, this young actress from Surrey, England, as Eliza. And there's no doubt that somewhere along the way, the creators of the 4 shows nominated this year were also met somewhere with hesitation or uncertainty. Yet the right people believed in them, and tonight I am happy to say the nominees for Best Musical are The Color Purple, The Drowsy Chaperone,
I don't wanna be cute no more.
Jersey Boys, The Wedding Singer. And the 2006 Tony Award for Best Musical goes to Jersey Boys.
Accepting the award for Jersey Boys, producer Michael David.
Thank you. Thank you. On behalf of the entire and most jubilant Jersey Boys family, our profound thanks for this honor. It belongs to so many. I will try and remember a few. It began with Rick Ellis and Marshall Brickman, who wrote this story. With Des McAnuff, who found a unique way to tell it. With Sergio Trujillo, Ron Milrose, an extraordinary cast and company of actors who play it out every night. Most especially our own Christian, Daniel, Bobby, and John Lloyd. And of course, the actual 4 seasons. Bob Gaudio, Tommy DeVito, Nick Massey, Frankie Valli, who with Bob Crew actually lived the story we told. and created an extraordinary musical legacy in the process. And then were fool enough or brave enough to let us tell that story as in a form other than a Valentine. This means a great deal to us tonight, surrounded by so many familiar and friendly faces. Many of you fought in the trenches with us this season, fighting your own respective dreams. We are most happy for Jersey Boys, but we thank and congratulate every single person who stepped onto a Broadway or off-Broadway stage this year, and we welcome this opportunity to celebrate it all. Thank you so very much.
It's been a magical night here at Radio City Music Hall. Thank you for being a part of Tony Award history. And here's to the next 60 years. Wherever you live, please support live theater. Better yet, come to New York and see a Broadway show. It's an experience you'll never forget. We'll see you next year. Good night, everyone. Good night.
For the 60th Annual Tony Awards, this is Randy Thomas.
They're real housewives.
I have to go.
You're gonna go cook me breakfast?
No.
And they're real desperate.
Do you guys talk about divorce?
We could never script the drama in their lives.
You let my dog eat your ring. You're digging through the poop.
Join the Tuesday Night Book Club. Premiere CBS Tuesday.
Sebastian Stark is LA's most feared defense attorney.
Stark strikes again.
But now,
we're starting a high-profile crime unit in the DA's office.
what schmo would take that job? Come on. He's taking over the prosecution.
The people in your office suck.
Aren't we on the same side now?
Yeah, the jury's out, isn't it? Winning is the only thing that matters.
What about justice?
Hey, justice is God's problem. You don't get a second chance.
You got squat or you wouldn't be dealing.
You're taking a hell of a chance. Can you look this jury in the eye and tell them this is a cosmic accident? I am great, and yet I am humble.
Shark, CBS Thursdays this fall after CSI.
Next at 11, a dance star is attacked and beaten.
Plus, a boat made famous by Doris Day sinks off Malibu.
A pet cemetery controversy, 1,000 animals ordered exhumed after a pet cemetery loses its lease.
And a male stripper is murdered at a bachelorette party. The news is next.
Grandma is finally making her lifelong dream come true tonight at 11.
This is the Odyssey LX and Odyssey Touring from Honda, named one of Car and Driver's 5 best trucks and IntelliChoice best overall